Hey everybody, and welcome to One Salty Cult, not the Salty Aaron show that you've heard so many episodes of. We are back. 66% of us are back. Kristen is taking a night off because we are coming together and doing the show again later this week. I'm here with Chris Fio. What's up, dude?
What's up, Aaron? It's good to be back. It's been a
Holy
while.
fuck, it's been a long goddamn time.
Fucking almost 3 months now.
Yeah, and you have been busier than a busy beaver on a muff.
I know, man. I've been doing my show with the experience with Chris Fio. It's been really taken off. And
yeah, you are like a fucking beaming image of Orlando publicity now. Like, you are sucking Patty Sheehan's tits now, and you're like hanging out with gay dudes, and you're playing like the pretty woman aspect. And it's not a joke. You really are pretty womaning yourself.
Well, thank you.
And it's beautiful.
I love that I'm being pretty.
Oh, you're pitiful too. Don't forget that, you son of a bitch.
I know. We're all
so
pitiful.
Chris is
in our
doing
own
the
way.
experience with Chris Fio now. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We have so much to talk about on another episode, or even on this episode. Who the fuck knows? And I'm not alone. Like I said, Kristen is on having a family night. So we're here with Vinnie Santino.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, we actually did a podcast in his car.
Yeah,
Really?
We did it.
You said you would never be that guy.
But
you went back on your word.
And you know what? Here's the fucking thing. Is because you weren't goddamn home, and I couldn't get a hold of you, you Wi-Fi-less son of a bitch.
You are as pitiful as I am, you bitch.
No, at least my cell always has service, unless I'm in Bithlow watching cockfights.
Why are you in Bithlow?
Watching cockfights.
You're even more pitiful for that.
I'm in Bithlow supporting animal abuse. Come on.
Yeah, school bus races and cockfights, man. Why else would you go to Bithlow?
Oh, jeez. Hopefully picking up a...
Unless you want a really good jerry-rigged motorcycle, you can go to Bithlow.
Yeah, it was funny. I actually went to Sanford recently and for a birthday party, and I could tell I was in Sanford when 417 stopped.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I just saw people literally spinning around like a helicopter coming out of area businesses. I knew I was in fucking Sanford.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it wasn't for Washburn Imports. A little easy drop there. Thanks. Sponsor us, please. That's how that's done. That's how we get sponsors. Yeah, we just tag them on, and we egg them on, and we make them feel bad about themselves, and then they call me. Yeah, I got a business card now, so I'm official.
Yeah,
Chris has got a business. You have Christmas?
I do got business cards. Victor Bocas has made them, and I got to still personally thank him for that, because he's done it for free. Yeah, and I'm interviewing him as well. Victor Bocas is one of the well-known artists in the area. He was the lead designer for the Tupperware catalog for over 30 years, and he has 2 giant murals in the Orlando International Airport.
Like I said, this guy is fucking connected now. Like, I feel like the minor douche in the sea of fish of podcasters, but it's cool. I'm okay to be where I am.
It's synergy.
It's synergy.
Yeah, synergy.
Vinny did a show last night.
Yeah, I headlined a 100-seater show.
Well, there you go,
We
buddy.
filled all 9 out of 100 seats.
Well, it was magical, though, because
it was fun,
you took it to a place where it was... I think I liked it more than a regular stand-up set. Because you just sat down and like, all right, we're going to bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like you were working a writer's room.
Yeah, I just made it a conversation. I just sat down and just told my jokes to like 9 people and just like made it a conversation. We just had fun. We just talked it out.
Chris was so fucking baked he could barely keep up with half the jokes.
Yeah, I was pretty interested in some of the jokes.
You were laughing at some of them.
I was, and there was some that you had a good story to. I'm like, I like the style. I liked how you set it up. You had a reel, and then your punctuation mark was pretty good on some of those jokes. I was impressed.
Yeah, man, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And then I came running back in looking for my phone.
Cell phone.
Yeah. Which was in like a drinking bag in my car. He literally had like one of those Miller Lite paper bags that
full
you put
of pistachio.
Full of pistachio. Yeah, I found a pistachio. You fucking owe me $100. I told you that if you left a pistachio in my car, I was going to charge you $100.
Yeah,
it's like an Uber cleaning fee.
Chris comes back in looking for his phone, and I'm laying on the floor, like, trying to fish it out under the bleachers.
Yeah.
And then Chris just goes, oh, you know what? I don't think I even brought it.
I ended up crawling under the stage, too.
Yeah, didn't you get caught with, like, spiders? Like,
yeah, I did. There was, like, when you flashed the light on me, all of a sudden I see spiders spiders all around me. There was some on my shoulder. I'm like, oh hell no.
He's like extremely arachnophobia too. So
Yeah,
I just
that was
imagining
like
this
nightmare number 2.
It was like a Ren and Stimpy episode in my head, and it was so magical. I'm still laughing about it now. Like it makes me hard at night, and I got to beat off, and then I can go back to sleep and think about it again.
I know I'm that hot.
Oh yeah. All right, you and Vinny on the floor is a homoerotic magazine that I want to be a part.
Let's whip it out.
Yeah.
We also have someone else here, but she's going to talk. We kind of didn't expect to have a fourth person, so here we are.
And
Hello.
you are?
Hi, Cece.
Hi.
Me and Cece met tonight
Like
at
30 minutes ago.
like 30, 45 minutes ago, and I was like, I wanted to be that dude and be like, hey, you want to be on my podcast? Like, I want to take it like fucking ground level all over again.
Yeah.
So
So
like,
what do you
I'm
do?
looking for guests all over the place who really aren't that interesting.
Exactly. So what do you do, Cece?
My day job, I'm a server, pays the bills.
Exciting.
Oh, yes.
Riveting.
Would you like fries with that?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Although to counter that, Chick-fil-A. Never mind. Continue.
I don't work at Chick-fil-A.
You're getting underpaid
to let
then.
everybody out there know that.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Yeah, and then I'm an actor and a comedian. I do sketch, comedy, and improv.
Cool.
I write as well as perform.
What type of material you write?
Oh, okay. So I'm in a really fun troupe called the Humor Mill Orlando, and so a lot of our comedy comes straight out of improv activities that we do.
Yeah.
And that's that kind of stems from the Second City style. And so that we do improvs together, and then we talk about just like how the rehearsal went, and we write down any ideas that we thought could be good. Sometimes it's actually something that happens in the scene. Sometimes it's, oh, I loved that character. Sometimes it's, oh, this voice you created, or this body physicality made me think of this other idea. And so it really just kind of bounces off of each other and the work that we do together. So I think it's all about just like working off of other people.
Yeah.
And then we kind of take what we think is good from that and we build from it. So some sketches that I have written were in honor of HHN here in Orlando. We did a Hanukkah Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Hanukkah
Halloween-
Horror Nights.
Hanukkah Horror
Yes.
Nights?
Vinny, is that a family heritage? Hanukkah Horror Nights?
Is that a real thing, though?
No. It
Okay.
was a sketch that I wrote.
Okay.
And
How did that go? How did that play out?
we had some really good movie titles. Beetlejuice.
Are you saying Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
That's what it
Hanukkah
is.
Horror
I am
Nights.
loving
We
how
had to
racist
find a
this is
way.
already.
Oh, yeah.
We had
wow,
to like
this is-
find a way to connect it. And then let's see, what was another one if I can remember?
It's also called Hitler's Nightmare.
Oh wow!
There were
that's,
a few that we didn't toy with because we were scared to offend.
Is it springtime for Hitler yet? Because I really want to break that song into here.
Oh boy!
Springtime for Hitler. Hell hates him.
Oh boy! I don't know how that'll blow over in this day and age.
Oh, it's fine.
We
It's
might have a
2019,
lynch
and I don't
mob.
give a fuck about any of them.
Yeah.
Let them go back to their weird transgressions in their closets. I'm just kidding. I love you all.
Did you guys play Attic Charades? Was that one of the games?
We actually
What's
played
under these
the hand
pants?
that rocks the dreidel.
The what?
The hand that rocks the dreidel.
Dreidel.
It sounds like a sexual thing. The hand that rocks the dreidel.
How does that sound sexual to you, Vinny? I want to hear more about those.
Yeah, where is your mind going? Because I haven't found this channel on Pornhub yet. And don't you fucking look at me. This is One Salty Cult. This isn't your little, or my little interview show. This is the real deal. This is where we come together and fucking talk about
Yeah,
weird
I
shit.
know.
It's hard to believe you haven't found a category on Pornhub, Aaron. That's,
Rule... I don't know, hands and dreidels. I mean, this could be like a whole Jew porn thing, like Jewfro on the vag and then Jewfro on the head as well.
That's good.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
I'm bringing it back to the Jews. You know what I mean?
So
I got to start giving them credit for what they do.
Oh
We're
gosh.
giving them props, man.
And the
I want
and
to know
TD Bank.
more about your show. How you put that together yesterday?
How I put all that together? Yeah, basically, it's like I have very short jokes, like, as you notice. So it's hard for me to write like long stuff. So what happens is I'll end up with a bunch of short little jokes all on the same subject, and I'll just piece those all together. Like in classical music, like there's movements within symphonies. So like I got like a whole part that's just on my girlfriend, a whole part that's on sports, a whole part that's on that.
So it has
And there's-
continuity.
Yeah, and there's like a little tag on some kind of line in the last joke of each of those movements that like cues me as to what the next thing is.
Right.
So that's how it kind of
What were some that So when I was looking at the piece of paper, it literally looked like a game guide from 1999. Like seriously, it had press X to go to the magical land, and then they open the door to Cersei's magical dress land. I don't know. It was just, it literally looked like a Zelda playthrough when I was looking at it.
That is what my set list is. My set list, I just put the first line of every joke. So like if I just put like the title of the joke or something, like I won't recall it off the top of my head, but if I see what the first line is, I'm like, oh yeah, it's this one, and I'll just go in and say it.
So how did you get to book yourself for that show? How did you?
I was curious about that as well. How did that come together?
I self-produced. It was all me. I rented the venue.
How much
I did
was
all
the
the
venue?
marketing.
I gotta ask.
It was $660.
Motherfuckers.
Hey, man, impressive for working that up.
Now that is a tax deduction you can put on your W-2s at the end of your what is it? Your I-9 at the end of the year.
Yes.
So definitely save that receipt.
But you could say that's on your resume too. You know?
That too.
You did perform there.
Honestly,
no one else has to know how the audience was.
Exactly.
Honestly, what I was hoping that you would have done
Yeah.
is you just had the camera pointed at you the whole time, and it was like you could cut that tape. Did you record it?
I did video record it. I had 2 cameras in the back room, and one of them is just that. It's just directly
do a front
on me.
view
Word of
and
warning,
cut it for a YouTube clips, or that could be like your sales thing.
Yeah.
I think with the chair, it even plays like the microphone behind you. It's
It looked
fucking
good.
cool.
It looked pretty cool, yeah, when I saw the video of it with the microphone in the back and everything. Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to tell you, it didn't matter who was in the audience. If you kept going and you kept it as raw and as funny as you did, it was perfect. You pulling out the list, and I mean, that could have been your act.
Yeah.
The way that you did that, almost like lazily.
Yeah, thank
You know what I
man.
mean?
Yeah.
You could do
Yeah.
that. It doesn't always have to be stand-up. Sometimes you can be sitting down.
Yeah, man, it was
I
cool.
just did the hackiest fucking dad joke right there.
No, that's what people always bitch at you. They're like, it's called stand-up comedy, not sit-down comedy. It's like, I like sitting down. I like sitting down and talking.
That
Where
was
do you
pretty
plan
fun,
on
though.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Was
So
it-
what do
no.
you plan on going after that? What's your next event, like venue you want to hit?
My next venue, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm still just kind of trying to get all the club work that I can, and I was thinking about moving more towards self-producing more of my own shows. This one obviously didn't go that well, so I'm kind of
Do you think you're going to
rethinking
get
that.
openers next time? Do you think you're going to have...
I would have liked to have had an opener. I couldn't for that venue because they wanted me to get workers' compensation insurance if I brought an opener with me, and I was like, fuck
Okay.
that. Not doing that shit. So, yeah, in the future, if I do that, I'll definitely have openers for me and everything. I'm moving to Chicago also in the fall to try and advance. Part of why I did that whole show was because I wanted to get a good quality clip that I could send to get into the big festivals, like Just for Laughs and all that.
Right.
Because that's where everybody in the industry goes to scout out like who the new people are going to be.
Oh, is
in
that
industry. That's the
is that the festivals now?
Yeah, that's pretty much how they do it. They don't really even go to clubs to scout out anymore. They just go to those big festivals, and whoever's, doing it big, they offer Netflix specials too and TV parts and all that shit.
Have you ever been to the Global Peace Film Festival?
No, I have not.
No, you should check that out as well. They got a bunch of skits by locals and people who it's just like what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And Nina Strike's the one who put that together, and she's a wonderful woman.
Yeah.
And if you talk to her, I'm pretty sure she would let your clip be in there because they do have comedy sections.
Sweet.
Yeah, hit all the venues you can, brother.
I just had actually a very small thought for myself. So actually, when we were at Drunken Monkey when you were
still
coming
at my
home,
family's.
when you were on your commute home,
Yeah.
and we were talking about something. I just thought that with that conversation about, so I'm writing a sitcom.
Yeah.
Or a pilot for a sitcom. I'm actually going to have that be a Fringe thing next year.
Oh, I think
that's
it's a
a-
I
great
didn't
idea
even
for
think about
Fringe.
that until
Oh,
right
definitely.
now.
Yeah,
and
Fringe
here's the funny
Festival's
thing:
cool.
is a lot of what we talk about in One Salty Cult is actually being applied in the silliness and the random tangents that we get on. That's one of the things that kind of makes our show kind of unique. Is that our tangents actually have tangible end games, and God damn it.
So-
I was on Vinny's podcast. We talked about Marvel for like a good 36 to
36